Denise Yvonne Jarvis Gongora was found dead. Many of you may know she was, some of you probably don't, but she was a high-profile social media personality, and she was addicted to extreme surgeries to alter her appearance that eventually, I believe, drove her insane and led her down this path. Now, we don't know exactly what happened and how she died. They've reported that she fell from a great height. She made a post on social media from The Truman Show saying, "In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night," and a picture of herself as a child when she looked normal. And it's sad. But the presumption here, based on all of the information we have so far, is that she committed suicide. And I'd imagine it's because she was a monster. I know, many people are going to say that's insensitive, but it's not a joke. You take a look at what she had done to herself with repeated extreme and insane surgeries. She turned herself into a monster for which she could never come back, and it was never enough. And that's why I say this should be illegal. And I think it is in many places, which is why she likely went to a bunch of different countries to get these insane surgeries. In this image that appears to be just after she got surgery on her face, you can see the yellow on her skin, likely internal bleeding or something to that effect from what appears to be a nose job. Her shirt, with her gigantic, unreasonably large breasts, says, "I have had 3 nose jobs, buccal fat removal, 2 brow lifts, multiple fat transfers to my face, lost count of all the filler in my lips and cheeks, 2 sets of 20 veneers, 4 boob jobs, not including revisions, lipo multiple times, 3 BBLs, butt implants, butt injections, and yes, I'm going to have more surgery, hun. Why? Because I can and I want to." Girl, bye. She didn't want to. Something was wrong with her brain, and they just kept doing this to her. And you know what's really sad? The photos of her before she underwent this psychotic and deranged surgeries, and that she posted a photo of herself as a child. I'll tell you what I think. I didn't know her. I think at some point she looked in the mirror and cried because nothing was dealing with that feeling she had. No amount of surgeries would change the feelings that she had, that emptiness, whatever it was. And there was no going back. There's a gentleman by the name of Ali London, you may have heard of. He wanted to be, he's a British man, a Korean woman. Not an exaggeration. He got numerous surgeries, came out as transgender, and was trying to make himself look like a Korean woman. He said, one day, he snapped out of it. As he was preparing for another surgery, he realized no amount of surgeries was making him feel better. That he was undergoing these constant transformations, and the only thing he could do was stop before it went too far. Unfortunately for this woman, no one stopped her. No one did. Here's the story. We have Pop Rant. 33-year-old surgery-addicted social media star Mary Magdalene dies after shocking fall from Thai hotel's 9th floor balcony. Now, I'm sure some people could say foul play. Maybe someone took her phone and posted this message as if to create false evidence that it was a suicide when someone actually wanted to take her life. I don't think so. Where would they have gotten the photo of her as a child? It's very sad. They report Mary Magdalene, born Denise Yvonne Jarvis Gongora, the 33-year-old social media influencer, known for her extreme plastic surgeries and tattoos, has died in Thailand. Local media reported the star fell from the 9th floor balcony of Patong Tower in Phuket just hours after arriving for a one-night stay. According to authorities, hotel staff discovered Mary's body in the parking lot shortly after 1:30 p.m. local time. Her body was transferred from Patong Hospital to Vachira Hospital for coroners to determine the exact cause of death. Hours before her death, Mary posted a cryptic image referencing the closing scene of The Truman Show alongside a childhood photo. And it's Truman there saying, "In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night." I wonder if we can, and there's the image of her as a child. It's heartbreaking to think that at some point, this young woman, this little girl right here, had the whole world in front of her to do anything. And this is what is created. This is the world that allows these things to happen. Let me show you some of the photos. There's this one, for instance. I'll zoom back. You can see it a little bit better. Look at this. This is deranged. That people would keep doing this. This is what she looked like. Now we have a photo of what she looked like before the surgeries, and it's shocking. Here's video of her getting more lip injections on her already deformed body. Look at this photo of her on the left. Let me zoom in on this one. The social media star spent thousands of dollars completely transforming her appearance. Here's a photo of what she looked like before she went insane and was enabled by deranged psychopaths who would take money to do anything. And here's her. Look how sad this is. A pre-surgery photo. She was normal. And she appears to be of, I describe it as slightly above average attractiveness. So what drove her insane to destroy herself in this way, transforming into this disgusting monster, for which I believe she realized and took her own life? You know, there are people, as I described already with Ali London, that have body dysmorphic disorder. They look in the mirror and they see something wrong. Some of these people are gender dysphoric. They look in the mirror and they see something wrong. Their brain does not align with how they see themselves. This is not that you're born in the wrong body. This is a mental disorder, as classified by the DSM-5. It's not me being cute or insulting anybody. It's literally a mental disorder. And there are many people who suffer from this. People who think they're fat when they're very skinny. People who think they're skinny when they're very fat. And boy, we got a lot of those, huh? They're like, I'm not overweight, bro. Check your BMI. BMI is not perfect, especially if you're an athlete, but you get it. And look at this. They say she grew up in a strict religious family as a child and was forbidden from watching Disney. Something happened. And she would look in that mirror and something was wrong. Now, the problem is, this is what happens when you legalize this psychotic behavior. Now, look. Bonnie Blue is in jail right now in Bali, Indonesia. She is charged, my understanding is it's over pornography charges. We had a question about her on Timcast Style. I asked it here on this show because I think it was a year or so ago, maybe it was this year actually, in the UK, she had sex with over 1,000 men in 12 hours. And so I asked the panel on Timcast IRL, should that be illegal? And everyone said no. I said yes, it should be illegal. I am not some staunch Christian conservative saying we've got to have morality laws or anything like that. I'm saying, bro, 1,000 is clearly over the line in 12 hours. There is something wrong with that. We have to have limiters. Can you get plastic surgery? Sure. Can you get a lot of it? Yes. But isn't there a line where a reasonable person can say, I am not going to be party to whatever this is? You will die. In fact, in this story, she talks about how she wanted to have the fattest vagina on the planet. And so she underwent a surgery where she nearly died and had to get 2 blood transfusions. She was unwell. But our society today, and I understand that it's likely she went to foreign countries for these things. Our society tolerates, entertains, promotes, allows all of this. Children getting their genitals removed, and they say, that's not true. That's never happened. Absolutely has happened. Look it up. Okay, to be fair, minors, because they're going to say children means minors. Young girls, as young as 12, reportedly getting mastectomies. You have the story of Jazz Jennings, who underwent genital reconstruction underage. All this happening in the great state of Florida. They say in early 2023, she was temporarily left with just one breast after one of her size 38J implants exploded and deflated. While it's unclear what caused the implant to pop, fans speculated at the time that the troubled star may have overfilled it using an expander. Oh my God. Expanders are a feature of some implants that allow a patient to top them up themselves with saline via a needle and port in the implant, which Gongora often boasted about doing. Her surgeries led to multiple health complications. In 2022, she revealed she could no longer close her mouth due to having so many procedures on her lips. She was also rushed to the emergency room after one of the tattoos on her breasts became infected, resulting in what could have been a deadly bout of sepsis. More recently, she almost went blind after tattooing her eyeballs blue and yellow. In the year before her death, Mary had started tattooing her entire upper body in pure black ink. Gongora, pictured before undergoing plastic surgery, worked as a stripper and escort before turning to OnlyFans. And look at that. She looks normal. It's sad that people let this happen. Really? Her brother shared a rare pre-surgery photo of his sister on social media. That is so sad that she went insane like this. Despite her surgery addiction, she had at times expressed regrets and a desire to return to a more natural look. In an emotional post shared in 2023, she admitted she had been trapped in a never-ending cycle of plastic surgery and was constantly going to the knife to fix botched procedures. It's not a fun little adventure anymore. It's just draining in every possible way. My time gets drained, my bank account, my energy, my health. And in the long run, you just kind of end up digging yourself into a really expensive, time-consuming hole. The Daily Mail says, if you or someone you know needs help, please call or text the confidential suicide and crisis lifeline in the U.S. on 988 or 988lifeline.org. How did no one stop her? Why do we allow this to happen? Why do people allow her to do this? There is a line. And she is dead now because of this. Clearly, 2 years ago, she needed an intervention. But we've lost all moral guardrails. Our society has become overtly libertarian. Now, I know all the libertarians are going to scream, there's taxes. No. The government maintains its ability to tax and take from you, but they'll let you burn yourself to death. They will let you, there's medical assistance in dying in Canada. You've got children undergoing sex change surgeries, specifically like mastectomies and things like this, puberty blockers. All of this is insane. And now people are starting to wake up to the regret of permanently transforming their bodies in these ways. You know, I wear contact lenses. I have glasses. I'm 39 years old. In a couple of months, I'll be 40. And people say, Tim, why didn't you ever just get LASIK? It's amazing. You wake up and you can see. And I'm just sitting here being like, contact lenses are not that bad. I got dailies, I pop them in, throw them out. Not the biggest thing in the world for me. I do it once in the morning and I don't notice. I don't have dry eye or anything like that. I understand why some people might want LASIK. But I don't want to permanently alter my body like that. To be completely honest, like the most extreme thing I've ever done to alter my body is dental work. Getting an implant. I had a botched root canal tooth go sour. You guys know the story. And it was earlier in the year. I got an extraction done. And then now we're finishing off the implant procedure. And oh, heavens, look at me. I'm getting a fake tooth put in. Yeah, I know. Because I'm not saying all plastic surgery is bad. There's some that are actually really good. Like people have a cleft lip, I think it's called, and they get a surgery to fix it. By all means, like I understand that. There's a certain limit, I think, to regular old plastic surgery where I roll my eyes, a facelift or whatever. Do you really need it? Do you really need it? But this is just crazy. How far our society has gone. Me personally, I'm actually genetically missing a tooth. People are like, Tim, go to, what did they say? Go to Turkey and get hair transplants. I'm like, I'm not going to permanently alter my body in that way. I will get old like everybody else. My beard is turning gray, and then I will probably just die at some point, like everybody else. But there are some people who just can't be themselves. And the real crisis we have is that instead of telling people it's okay to be you, we have extreme versions of this or not. That is, you have body positivity saying, gorge yourself to death. And then we have people saying, get any surgery you want so you can become your true self. Instead of saying, you have a body granted to you by God. Use it wisely. Try and eat right. Nobody's perfect. Everyone's always got conflicting information on what you really should. Should you be vegan? Should you eat meat? Try your best to be healthy, and no one's perfect, but exercise, try and get good sleep, make sure you're staying hydrated. And some surgeries are fine. Dental work is fine. Even to a degree like LASIK. I get it. Some people might want to get that. But this is sad, and this shouldn't be allowed. Someone needed to save this woman, but no one was willing to do it because that is our libertine society. Just do whatever you want. As long as it's killing yourself, nobody will stop you. That's horrifying. I'll wrap it up, my friends. Smash the like button. Share the show with everyone you know. Stay tuned. We got more coming up for you throughout the day, and we'll see you all in the next segment.